Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Boom, and we're live. What's happening, people? Good morning, Europe, and welcome everyone to our live stream. Here's what's happening in the markets today, 1st of December, 2020. European currencies pushed higher in the Asian trading session on a series of positive news in the euro area regarding the COVID-19 vaccine. European indices seem set for higher opening today, with FTSE 100, CAC 40 and the DAX 30 pushing slightly higher pre-market open. Gold futures traded higher in the Asian trading session as well, pushing gold higher towards the $1,800 an ounce. And Bitcoin, guys, the world's favorite, Bitcoin gains above the resistance level and settles at 19,500, bringing the cryptocurrency only $500 away from the all-time high once again. And in case you missed the announcement yesterday, guys, we are broadcasting on our new YouTube channel. You can find the link in the description down below. If you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and support us in delivering more great content. This show is proudly sponsored by our partners at Markets.com. European markets open, coming up. Good morning once again, guys. Good morning, lovely people. So, after a quiet day, quiet start in the economic calendar yesterday, today the situation looks very, very different. Very busy day in the economic calendar with lots of important announcements in the Eurozone. And as we get closer to the U.S. Markets open, we're going to see Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testifying on the economic outlook and recent monetary policy actions before the Joint Economic Committee in Washington, D.C. Very, very important day today as well. Let's have a quick look at the economic calendar, guys, and see what's expected to happen today. How big is the economic calendar today? We started the day nice and early after midnight with positive announcements coming from Japan, Australia, and China. Talking about China, guys, China's November factory sector activity grew at the fastest pace since November 2010 as the country's economy continues its recovery towards pre-COVID-19 levels. So the Chinese economy is doing very well. It's doing the best it did in the last 10 years. Then we had a couple of announcements from Australia. We had the interest rate decision, which was kept unchanged by Royal Bank of Australia at positive 0.1%. Then we had quite a few announcements from the GBP USD index and other indexes around the world. Then a couple of interesting announcements at 8:45 GMT plus 2 this morning. The gross domestic product on the Swiss franc came out positive, way better than economists had expected. And then we had the nationwide HPI month to month and year over year in the UK, again coming out positive, way better than economists have predicted. Now today, by lunchtime, we're going to have a series of announcements in the Eurozone. As you can see on the charts, we have the Italian manufacturing PMI to be announced in 39 minutes from now. We have the French manufacturing PMI, the German manufacturing PMI, as well as the German unemployment rate, which is expected to come out 6.3% versus a 6.2% previous. Then we're going to have manufacturing PMI in the Eurozone, followed by the second day of OPEC meetings and the core CPI and the consumer price index in the Eurozone. This is only by lunchtime, guys. At 3:30 GMT plus 2, 1 hour ahead of the US Open, we're going to have the GDP announced on the CAD, on the Canadian dollar, followed by manufacturing PMI and testimony of Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell at 5 o'clock GMT plus 2. Now, the day doesn't stop there. We're going to have FOMC member Brainard speaking at 7 o'clock GMT plus 2. And in the same time, we're going to have ECB President Christine Lagarde having a press conference once again. And the day is still not over. We're going to have at 8:15, we're going to have an FOMC statement followed by the API weekly crude oil stock, guys. Remember, guys, every Wednesday we're going to have the crude oil inventories and the Cushing crude oil inventories. And every Tuesday we're going to have the API crude oil stock. This is how it works. Busy day in the economic calendar today, guys. Let's have a quick look at a couple of interesting news and see what happened overnight and what's expected to happen today. And then we can move on to the charts of the day and the signals of the day. And before I forget, guys, in a few days, we're going to start the biggest webinar series of 2020 for beginner and experienced traders. We're going to break down all the asset classes in 5 different days. 5 asset classes, 5 different days. We're going to have a gala. We're going to have a Q&A session where each and every one of you can be rewarded for learning how this amazing Forex and CFDs markets work. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be coming back with more details every day, later on today, tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to remind you that in a few days, we are starting an amazing webinar series that's going to help beginner and experienced traders understand how everything works. We're going to have amazing guests as well. Famous CEOs of famous Forex brokerages in Europe, in UK, in Cyprus. Okay, and they will share their knowledge with you. So don't miss out, guys. Now, let's move on to the news of the day, guys. We see European stock markets seeing opening higher today, boosted by more positive COVID-19 vaccine news, as well as strong Chinese factory activity, pointing to a global economic recovery. At 2 a.m. Eastern Time, the DAX futures in Germany traded 0.7% higher. CAC 40 futures in France climbed 1.3%, and the FTSE 100 futures rose 0.7%. Also, Moderna, guys, was looking for clearance yesterday for its COVID vaccine in both US and Europe after full results from a late-stage study showed it was 94.1% effective with no serious safety concerns. Well done. Well done, Moderna. Hopefully, we're going to see a vaccine as soon as possible. This adds to potential vaccine from both Pfizer and AstraZeneca, which looks set to be rolled out in the near future and increases hope of a swift economic rebound next year. Meanwhile, earlier today, the Caixin Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index came in at 54.9% in November, showing that activity in China's factory sector, an important global growth driver, accelerated at the fastest pace in the last 10 years. In Europe, the spread of the COVID-19 virus appears to be weakening in a number of countries, but the economic impact continues to be felt. UK fashion group Arcadia collapsed into administration late on Monday with more than 13,000 retail jobs at risk. Deloitte has been appointed the group's administrator and will now seek buyers for brands like Topshop, Burton, and Dorothy Perkins. Wow, the UK economy is hit bad. Right, the economic data slate in Europe includes German unemployment, Eurozone inflation, as well as PMI data for the region. Oil prices weakened today on the Asian trading session on oversupply concerns after a group of leading producers delayed discussions about the future output levels. OPEC and its allies, a group known as OPEC Plus, had been expected to discuss maintaining the current cap on supply later today rather than raising it by 2 million barrels a day in January as previously agreed, given the current weak overall demand. But Reuters reported that this meeting has been now set for Thursday after Russia and the United Arab Emirates proposed the 500,000 barrels a day increase. U.S. crude futures traded 0.6% lower at 45.07 a barrel, while the international benchmark Brent contract fell 0.7% to 47.56. Both benchmarks surged by 27% in November, boosted by hopes for 3 promising COVID vaccines. Elsewhere, gold futures, guys, rose 0.5% to 1788.85 an ounce, after dropping almost 6% in November, its worst month in 4 years. And the Euro USD, the most traded currency pair in the world, guys, traded 0.3% higher at 119.59. Right, this is what's going on from the economic calendar, and this is the most important news of the day, guys. Yeah, big day in the economic calendar with lots of announcements coming from the Eurozone till after lunch. And after lunch, we're still going to have ECB President Christine Lagarde having a press conference, followed by Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell testifying on the U.S. economy in Washington, D.C. Now, last night, we were this close of reaching the all-time high for Bitcoin, guys, the 20,000 mark. Are you curious to see what happened overnight with Bitcoin? All right, we're coming back live in 30 seconds with the charts of the day. Stay tuned.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back, guys, with the charts of the day. And as we do every day, we're going to start with crude oil futures, 10 minutes into the 12 minutes into the European trading session. Crude oil futures trading at $45.23. They got a bit of a boost after the European opening 10 minutes ago, with the RSI and stochastic pointing upwards, giving oil traders a bit of hope that oil might push higher today towards the 46 mark, 46.12, somewhere there in that region, as that's where the previous high is. The price is well supported by the 50 and the 20 moving average. The 200 MA is well below, supporting both other moving averages. So let's see. There is a bit of positivity on crude oil futures as things stand right now. We're going to have a look at some trading signals in a couple of minutes. Moving on to the most liquid, the most traded currency pair in the world, guys, and I cannot believe it. Again, we have issues with these charts. I'll tell you what, guys, give me 30 seconds. I'll log into to the trading platform of our sponsors, guys, which almost never fails. So give me 30 seconds. I'll log in and we're coming back straight.
Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back. Sorry about that, guys. This is what's happening at the market opening. I don't know what's going on with these guys. They have some bugs on the website. That's why I moved to the charts from our sponsors, from MarketsX, which are amazing. Very nice, very easy, very user-friendly, and they do provide some amazing trading signals as well. So let's start with the most traded currency pair in the world, guys, the Euro USD, which is currently trading at 119.56 from what we see on a 60-minute chart. Okay, we see a negative opening on the euro as things stand right now after a fantastic rally overnight on the Asian trading session. Little volume, very little volume, as you can see at the bottom of the chart for the Euro USD, guys. We're gonna look at some trading signals as well, and we're gonna come back during the day with more news. So far, a bit of a correction is expected after the European opening on the Euro USD pair, guys, after, again, a fantastic rally overnight. Let's move on to the pound, guys, which, despite the good news, we can see the spike that happened earlier on. It's still retracting as we speak. 133.80 for GBP USD. Positive opening, I'm tempted to say. Good news came from UK economic data, and more good news came from the vaccines point of view. So we might see the pound pushing a bit higher after, again, it had an amazing rally overnight, guys. Now, the only thing that worries me a bit is that, judging by technical analysis, we can see the market testing the previous highs, guys. Yeah, remember those support resistance levels that I keep telling you about. So we can see the pound rallying overnight, reaching those highs. Now, one of the two things might happen. Either the pound will settle above, pushing higher, pushing towards the 134 mark, or the cable will still remain in this ranging market, which we see on a 60-minute chart for quite some time now, heading towards the downside. Yeah, potentially heading towards the 133.17. Yeah, we're somewhere there. Technical analysis plays an important part, and many times, despite the good news, despite the positivity, the markets tend to stay in their trend, and we see a ranging market for the pound right now. Right, let's move on to what else? Let's move on to indices, guys. Let's see what happened with the DAX. What happened with the CAC and with the FTSE 100? Negative opening for the DAX as things stand right now, 13,349. It opened towards the downside, and again, the DAX seems to be ranging, seems to be in a bit of a ranging market this morning. The FTSE 100, though, opened on a positive note, and it's trying a recovery. 63.11, 63.10 for FTSE 100. We might see it pushing a bit higher today. There was some news coming out. Europe 50, guys, the Stocks 50. Again, negative opening for Euro Stocks 50. Little volume on the market at the opening this morning. Let's see what's going to happen once the market settle, guys. I'm going to show you the signals of the day in a couple of minutes. Let's have a look at gold and silver, on the other hand, because they've been correcting again overnight. 1792 for gold futures. Very good correction. Probably traders will eye the 1812, 1813, 1815 level to the upside as the first take profit target if gold will continue this correction today. Silver futures, the same. Very good rally on the Asian trading session. 2306 for silver futures right now. And again, probably traders will set their take profits to the upside around the 2347 level, trying to gain about 45 points from the current market price. Copper futures, positive opening for copper futures, 345.75 for copper right now. Undecided, very undecided. It moved lower in the last couple of hours and nothing really happened now. I'd say there's more potential to the downside for copper than to the upside, but let's see what the trading signals will show us. Natural gas, very important, guys. Natural gas opened on a positive note today, 291 for natural gas. Probably pointing towards the upside as we see the markets ranging slightly. And if that's the case, probably traders will set their take profits to the upside at 297, somewhere there in that region for copper futures. But again, don't jump the gun, guys. There's still the markets need a bit of time to calm down, and we're gonna have a look at some trading signals. Yeah, so this is what happened at the opening. And now everyone's favorite, guys, Bitcoin, the mighty Bitcoin, the all-time champion Bitcoin, is currently trading at $19,857. Very close to the 20,000 level, very close to the all-time high once again. The question still remains, is it going to happen today? And if it's going to happen today, where do we take it from there? Where will Bitcoin go from there? To 21, 22, or will it retract, testing the lows again at 19 or 17 or 16,000? Stay tuned, guys, and we're going to keep you posted with the latest movements of Bitcoin. We're looking at Ethereum, guys, $600 and $608.31 for Ethereum. It had a decent rally overnight as well. As things stand right now, it's trying a tiny correction. Still nothing big happened in the markets, so we can't really take a decision based on what we see on the charts. There is potential to the upside for all cryptos, as Bitcoin did not stop the rally in the last couple of weeks. Right, this is it, guys, from the charts. Let's have a quick look at technical analysis 15-20 minutes into the European trading session. Let's see what's happening with the markets today, guys. We see Right, a shy buy position on a 5-minute chart for the Euro USD, guys. Strong buy positions on a 15 minutes hourly and daily. The pound as well is neutral on a 5-minute chart. Now it just turned into a sell. The 15 minutes and the hourly and the daily remain a strong buy, though. We might see the European currencies correcting a bit for an hour or two after the opening, and then let's see if the positive news keeps coming in the economic calendar in the Eurozone, then we're probably going to see the European currencies trading higher. Otherwise, they're gonna trade lower today by the looks of things. We're looking at USD CHF in a strong sell, guys, on all 4 time frames. AUD USD, a couple of strong sell positions on a 5-minute and a 15-minute chart. So short term, we might see the Aussie dollar weakening against the US dollar. Have a look at the charts, guys. If the Aussie dollar had rallied overnight, then a tiny correction is expected and makes a lot of sense. All right, again, mixed trading signals after the European Open today. The 5-minute charts are neutral, or they have a very, very shy buy or sell positions. Let's see, the markets seem to be quite bouncy this morning. Let's have a look at gold and silver, guys, and see what's going on. Maybe we get a better understanding from there. Gold futures and silver futures, we see strong buy positions on all 3 time frames. The daily remains a strong sell, though, so we might see a very interesting rally for gold and silver, accelerating that correction after the big drop that they suffered yesterday. Copper has a shy sell position on a 5-minute chart, and then mixed signals, a strong sell and strong buy mixed. Crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil are stuck in a strong buy on all 4 time frames. There we go, guys. A clear trading signal this morning on crude oil, WTI, and Brent oil. 4 strong buy positions, all green. Great potential to the upside as the OPEC meeting drags. Natural gas sell position on a 5-minute chart, strong sell on 15 minutes and hourly. The daily remains a strong buy, though, so mixed signals there. We might see natural gas pushing lower at least for 1 hour or so. And US wheat, guys, 4 red on US wheat, 2 sell on short time frames, and 2 strong sell on hourly and daily. So we have a few assets to look at. Now, let's look at stocks, guys. Let's have a quick look at some stocks from Europe. Who knows? Maybe you like to trade stocks today. British Petroleum opened towards the downside with 3 strong sell positions. Guys, we're looking at Barclays with a strong buy on a 5-minute chart and a shy buy on a 15-minute. Deutsche Bank, where is it? Yes, Deutsche Bank, strong sell on 3 time frames. The daily remains a strong buy, so we might see Deutsche Bank pushing to the downside this morning. What else do we have? Allianz, guys. Allianz, strong buy. The 15 minutes chart is neutral. And then we still have strong buy on hourly and the daily. BMW, guys. BMW, strong buy on all 4 time frames. Boom. As easy as that. Strong buy for BMW today. All 4 time frames. There is potential to the upside. And UniCredit, guys. Strong sell on all 4 time frames. UniCredit, by the looks of things, is set to trade lower today. What else do we have? Santander and Telefonica. Guys, we have strong buy positions on all 4 time frames. Nestle is set in a strong sell on all 4 time frames. There you go. You have quite a few assets to trade on today, guys. Busy day in the economic calendar. So have a look at stocks if the currency pairs seem very bouncy this morning, or they're going to bounce during the day. See what's going on. Again, join us in the afternoon for an amazing round of market talks. Be prepared, guys. In a few days, we're going to start an amazing webinar series for beginner and experienced traders with experienced guests and professionals of the industry, with CEOs of reputable Forex companies, with people with over 25 years of experience in trading CFDs and Forex in online trading. So don't miss out, guys. Join me at 4:30 for another round of market talks. Until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money. Have a great day, guys.